YouTube, today we're trying out a new team featuring Reshiram and Malamar. We'll see how it goes, but if you do enjoy the videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. And try out the rental code. You got 2 weeks to grab it before it expires, but there is a payment available in the description down below. But otherwise, let's get started and play some games. All right, Torkoal, Venusaur, Riolu, Porygon2, the NDD, and Calyrex Ice Rider, not Shadow Rider. Malamar's kind of nice. Reshiram looking pretty solid though. They don't have the best answers to Reshiram, so yeah, this could be a thing. Like Malamar potentially Reshiram lead isn't that bad for me. I think it could go pretty strong here. I do like the Glastrier in the back and Porygon2. I just really like this option right here of going for like maybe an overheat setup immediately against the Calyrex. Maybe I can even just reverse Trick Room if possible. They just try to set Trick Room, because I have no idea if they're going to try to reverse Trick Room or not, but it depends on what they lead. I don't expect Venusaur lead here because I do have quite a few Pokemon that I think Venusaur does not like handling. We'll find out though. I think I could overheat this entire team and dish out a bunch of damage with Malamar, so let's see here. I would really love to accomplish that if possible. If they lead like Riolu plus Calyrex, I might go for like a max over. I might just go for overheat Trick Room here, as we are going to see the Riolu plus Calyrex. Okay. I wonder if they go for the Quake or not, because I think they got to be scared about this position too. I want to reverse Trick Room though. I think I just attempt to. Like, I don't see a reason not to try to go for it. So I'm going to go for the Trick Room here, and I'm going to go for the overheat. Just gotta just hope that they go for a, well, they could go for Coaching Quake too. I'm hoping that they for some reason just go for the max guard copycat right here. That's what I'm hoping for. We'll see what's going to be the case, because they might not expect what I'm going to do here, so they might just try to play it safe, because I'm not sure what they would expect from my team right now. Also, is the Riolu Focus Sash or is it the NDD? I'd probably say it's the Riolu. We'll find out though. We are going to see a max here though from the Calyrex. I could go for Dragon here, and I really hope that they go for a max guard here with the Calyrex, but I have no clue if they do. If they don't, this could be really awkward. And I mean really awkward, because I set up Trick Room for them. But let's see here. We bring out the Calyrex right here. We're going to see a... Nice. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Okay. Copycat does come out. Okay, that means they are going to go for Trick Room right here. And oh, it was just a gamble right here. I took a big gamble, and it definitely paid off here. I'm able to go for the overheat into the Riolu right here. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning here, as we will be able to break it down to a Focus Sash, and we will get a -2 drop. Why does Reshiram just disappear? Like, I've noticed that when I played, it's just Reshiram disappears for some reason. Okay, Topsy-Turvy time into Reshiram, and a max flare should knock out the Calyrex, I'd imagine. If we don't, I'm gonna be super upset, but let's see. Oh, time for some Topsy-Turvy plays. Time for some Topsy-Turvy plays. I'm excited. I'm excited. This is the first time I actually get the Topsy-Turvy off with Reshiram specifically. Please just obliterate this. Just obliterate this Calyrex, please, because it's not Assault Vest, but Calyrex is just a dumb Pokemon, so we'll find out. Coaching, okay, that's fine. Completely okay with coaching right here. And Topsy-Turvy does go out in a Reshiram. Okay. Here comes Max Flare. Should KO. I hope. Oh, it's too easy. It's too easy. Okay. Goodbye, Calyrex. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning right there. Able to eliminate the Calyrex Ice Rider right off the bat using the Topsy-Turvy from my Malamar. Oh man, I can't believe they actually went for it turn 1. I was kind of like, they would probably want to set up potentially the max guard, because they always do for some reason. They bring out NDD. Oh, I don't know if NDD is the right call here, but I mean, I'll take it. I'll go for a foul play into the Riolu, and I'm gonna go for a max flare, I guess. I mean, might as well. It actually worked. It actually worked. Who's their last Pokemon that they sent out Entity? Torkoal? I'd imagine they just don't have anything for Reshiram anymore. They literally have lost every single potential possibility right now to deal with the Reshiram. Like if they had Venusaur, they had to go Venusaur, I'd imagine. Oh, I love Topsy-Turvy. It's so much fun. All right. Yeah, I mean, I just had a feeling. They would go for the Max Guard Trick Room. Like I was trying to figure out like what does the Calyrex do, and they definitely could have quaked if they had it, but I don't think they like knew what the Malamar had. And I think Malamar does get access to fake tears if I'm not mistaken, so they might have been worried about, do I have fake tears and do I go for fake tears plus max flare? So it's definitely a mind game right there. Another safe play I could have probably went for was just max dragon into the Riolu and foul play double up. But the thing is that they get Trick Room, it's still a little bit awkward, I think, overall. So I think I had to like anticipate the Trick Room, and we were just playing that mind game right there, and I definitely was able to get the better turn one right there. If you currently enjoy the content you're watching and want to see more of it, make sure you check out my other YouTube channels, my second YouTube channel, my Eclipse channel, and of course make sure you follow the action live on my Twitch channel. All links available in the description down below. All right, we got Matt with a standard Sun team, the Groudon Porygon2 plus the Grimmsnarl, Charizard, Venusaur, and Incineroar. So looks like a pretty difficult team to handle. I think Trick Room looks really good against this team though, especially if I can get rid of Charizard and Incineroar pretty quickly. I know that they are going to 100% bring Incineroar in this matchup. The problem is that the Charizard has Heat Wave. That could be a little bit troublesome. Heat Wave would do a lot to Malamar, so not exactly too sure. I'm thinking like Porygon2. Do I go Porygon2? I kind of want to go Porygon2. It's pretty safe. Porygon2 plus the Togekiss sounds really good to me. Reshiram in the back. Do I have to focus all on Reshiram? I might have to, because even though I really like Glastrier, like I think Reshiram's just a smarter call here. Damage wise, it's more impressive. I like the Topsy-Turvy mode into Reshiram. Let's do it. Let's just commit. I have no idea who they're going to Dynamax though, whether it's the Charizard or not. That's going to be the big question. And right now, my goal here is to do as much damage as I can possibly with the Togekiss if I can, and redirect anything from me not setting up Trick Room. So let's see how this is going to go. We're going to see the Porygon2 Grimmsnarl lead. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's really passive, so I actually might want to get in Reshiram as quick as possible. So we do bring out our Porygon2 plus our Togekiss right here. We see they have download. Okay, so I'm okay with that. I think Dazzling Gleam is a pretty safe call. A special attack drop is actually fantastic here, as we should be able to get an Eerie Impulse into the Porygon2 and just go for a Dazzling Gleam right away. I just don't see a reason to set up Trick Room right here. There really is no point. I wonder what the back two is. Incineroar, Groudon potentially. I think Incineroar's just so good against my team. And then I think Groudon probably for setup. Let's see what they're going to do here. I'm assuming this is just going to be screens right here. They're just trying to set up, and yeah, that's completely fine. I do want to set up my Reshiram as quick as possible though. That is something I would like to do. Is we're gonna see Grimmsnarl retreat here into Groudon. No, Incineroar. Okay, perfect. That's fine. I don't mind Incineroar coming in right here. I get some free chip into the Incineroar, and yeah, it should be Groudon. So this is a very passive game. We have very passive Pokemon right here. As let's see what they're gonna do with the Porygon, as we are gonna be able to get a Dazzling Gleam off into both of their slots. Like it looks like we do get some crits, which is very nice. And Ice Beam gonna be fired off. Okay, that's fine. So this shouldn't do too much to Togekiss, as we do take it very, very nicely here, and we do get an Eerie Impulse off into their Porygon. So we'll chip away their Porygon a little bit. I mean, I don't think their Porygon's a big threat at all, but I mean, just having that little pressure is really nice here. And I think I'm just going to fire off some damage into the Incineroar slot. Just go for some Dazzling Gleams here. Again, we're just trying to get as much chip as possible, and Ice Beam the Incineroar slot in case they want a Parting Shot down into Groudon, for instance. I'm assuming it's probably just like going to be your bulky Citrus Berry Groudon like normal. So I'm just going to go straight on the offense and get as much damage as possible. Porygon could retreat here, but Dazzling Gleam is still a decent amount of damage. And they don't know what moves I have on my Porygon, so might as well just go on the offense right here. We are going to see the Porygon retreat here. Groudon going to come in. Could have Ice Beam that slow, but that would have been very nice. But all right. Groudon comes in, that's completely fine. Again, they don't really have a way to stopping me from saying Trick Room. They didn't bring the Groudon or the Venusaur, which is interesting here, as we are going to see the fake out into the Togekiss. That's fine, as we do go for the Ice Beam into the Incineroar, because I was worried about Parting Shot. Although I don't think this is a Assault Vest Incineroar from what I've seen so far. So let's go for the Ice Beam and the Groudon, and let's go for a Dazzling Gleam once again, and just try to chip away this Groudon, because chipping away this Groudon is really important. I don't know if they would max here. I really don't think so. Swords Dance could be a play. I could see Protect. I could definitely see like a go back into Porygon2 and U-turn / parting shot. That could definitely be a play here. But we'll see what they decide to do here because they're taking a lot of damage right now. The Incineroar getting chipped is really nice for Draco Meteor range from my Reshiram, and right now my lead, I've only taken a bit of damage on the Togekiss, and I don't think Togekiss is that important of a Pokemon right here. We're gonna see the Swords Dance completely fine, as we're gonna see a Dazzling Gleam come out into the Groudon, good chip damage, and Parting Shot gonna come out into the Porygon, which is completely fine. Okay, so I really don't mind this position. I think the question is, how fast is that Groudon? The Groudon moved before my Togekiss, so my Reshiram should underspeed the Groudon, so I should be able to get Trick Room up and maybe Overheat. But the problem is if the Grimmsnarl has Scary Face. If it has Scary Face, I could side Scary Face with the Groudon, but I don't know if I could really bypass that. There should be Grimmsnarl coming in. Yep, that's fine. They probably want to set up something afterward. I am going to be able to go for an Ice Beam into the Groudon slot for some pretty heavy damage. Yeah, that damage is absolutely beautiful. Sitrus Berry going to activate. That's completely fine here. And yeah, this is looking like a pretty solid position right here. I've gotten a really good amount of damage in their Groudon. I could go for like Hailstorm if I really want to. It doesn't seem like a terrible play, but I mean, why do that when I could try to Trick Room up with my Porygon and just go for a Dazzling Gleam, I guess? I mean, I could Follow Me. This prevents a Quake. Yeah, I mean, just Follow Me is completely safe here, I think. I don't know if they Rockfall here. I might have to Dynamax my Reshiram and forego the... Or I could go Malamar, I guess. I could go Malamar, Foul Play, Ice Beam, threaten the Groudon afterward. Because I think this is probably Rockfall coming out here. But if they Quake, they get heavily punished. So I'm okay with this. We are going to see the Groudon Dynamax here. And maybe they do go for the Quake. Who knows? Maybe they're like, okay, I kind of need to get rid of this Porygon too, as quick as I possibly can. So let's see. They might try to do it for the Spadef. Let's see. Groudon does Dynamax here. And what are you going to go for? Oh, I could Topsy-Turvy to Groudon, actually. I could Topsy-Turvy to Groudon. That sounds pretty tempting, actually, now that I think about it. They do go for the Light Screen here. Completely fine. Let's see what the Groudon does. Are you going for a Max Quake? Perfect. Awesome. That is great for me. I'm able to get Trick 'em off. And yeah, I'm able to prevent the Max Quake from going off into Porygon. Seems great. Now, I don't know if they have Scary Face, and I don't know if they're going to go for it here, but I think I might as well just try to get Chip, because I do need chip damage on everything in the back anyway. So I might as well just go for Ice Beam and Dazzling Gleam. Just get as much damage as I possibly can. Probably put Groudon in range of Foul Play, which seems pretty tempting. And then Reshiram looks pretty solid in the back damage-wise, especially if I get one Draco Meteor Overheat off into a Topsy-Turvy. So we are going to see just screens go up, and that's fine. Reflect does not... Reflect matters because of Foul Play, of course, but I'm okay with that. Here comes an Ice Beam into the Groudon. Some decent chip damage, of course, and here comes a Dazzling Gleam. Can we get a crit? We do get a crit on the Groudon. Very nice. Good damage on Grimmsnarl, and this should be Rockfall here. Yep, Rockfall on the Togekiss. Perfect. Excellent, excellent. Going according to the plan so far. So the Togekiss goes down. That's completely fine. And I should be able to get in Reshiram here, I think, and click Ice Beam into Overheat. I really like that. Yeah, I really like Ice Beam into Overheat right here. Or I could go Malamar, but the thing about Malamar is Spirit Break's going to do a lot, so I kind of do like the Reshiram play here. But if Groudon Max Guards, I'm a little bit questionable. Maybe I should just go Malamar. Should I just go Malamar? Malamar might be the safest play here. This Foul Play would definitely allow me to pick up a knockout right here. You know what? Let's go Malamar, yeah. I think Ice Beam into Foul Play is way safer than my initial game plan, so... Let's bring out the Malamar and go for an Ice Beam into Groudon, and let's go for a Foul Play into the Groudon. Let's see, can we pick up a knockout with Malamar at least? That would be pretty cool. If we are able to pick up the knockout into the Groudon with Malamar, that would be a lot of damage, and I probably do pick up a knockout. I assume Ice Beam is going to miss the KO. Foul Play will get the KO. So that'd be pretty solid. Let's see what they do here. I don't know if they max guard Groudon or not. They're so committed on this Groudon right now. They're so committed. They do max guard though. Okay, yeah. That's why I didn't want to bring in Reshiram, because I didn't want to take so much damage through max. Ice Beam going to come out into the Groudon slot as, what do we see? Spirit Break into Malamar or Spirit Break into the Okay, they do target a Malamar. I mean, it is a pretty big threat to them right now. Okay. Also, interesting note, Malamar is faster than the Grim naturally. So, okay. I will be able to have a berry back. I wonder if Groudon retreats here. I have no idea if Groudon retreats or not. The Spirit Break really didn't do that much. How many turns of Trick Room are left? 2. So I do got to be a little bit cautious. I kind of want to Ice Beam to Groudon. Should knock out at this range, I'd imagine. And I think Reshiram double out because I'm expecting Incineroar to come in. Or I could just Protect. But I think I like Reshiram offensively here. So I think I will try to bring out the Reshiram. This is just strange, I think. Because like no matter what, unless I hard committed, I think I would have been in a rough spot. But let's see. I mean, even if I don't get the Overheat Draco Meteor off, I think it's very likely they Spirit Break the Malamar once again. And I think that's fine. Let's see. Retreat the Malamar here. Go out in the Reshiram. So I can preserve the Topsy-Turvy for later. Do they save Groudon, which I think they should. Yeah. Into Incineroar. Porygon is fine too. Okay. Porygon2 makes this easier, I think, so that's all right. Let's see what the Grimmsnarl goes for. It is a... Okay, I get an Ice Beam off. This should probably just be Spirit Break into Malamar once again. Ice Beam does an okay damage because of the crit. Okay. And Spirit Break into the Reshiram. So this does an okay amount of damage. Okay. I might... Actually, I still do have Dynamax in the back. I'm trying to think about my position afterward. So it looks like Grimmsnarl is slower than Reshiram. Interesting note here. So I think I could go for an Eerie Impulse into Porygon2 and protect my Reshiram here. I'm thinking, because I don't think they're going to go... I don't think they're going to switch into anything. I think Incineroar plus the Groudon are really important here. I'd imagine this is probably Recover and Spirit Break attempt again. I want as much health on the Reshiram as possible, so this is why I'm doing this. They go for T-Wave into Reshiram. Okay, that can make things a lot easier for me, actually. Get an Eerie Impulse off into the Porygon. Okay. As we're going to see Recover. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, I could get +4 Reshiram. And I really do like the idea. I think I go for Draco Meteor into the Porygon slot, and I swap out my Porygon, get in my Malamar, and I think that's really solid here. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go Malamar here. I'm gonna go for the Draco Meteor into the Porygon to decrease my special attack, and then I'm gonna try to get Trick Room up and then Topsy-Turvy. That's the goal right here. Let's see if it works. Bring out the Malamar as they go for T-Wave into Reshiram. Makes sense. Okay. Or I could just get +3. I don't have to go greedy here. Oh, they're doing the work for me. They're just doing the work for me. Okay. Oh, this looks good. Paralyzed is fine. Okay, we know my Malamar was faster than these Pokemon. So I could go for the Topsy-Turvy now? As I am... Well, I'm only -3. I think I could just Protect here because I don't think they're switching out anytime soon. I might as well just attempt to go for an Overheat, I think, into Grim. Or do I Overheat the Porygon, just weaken the Porygon a little bit? Because next turn I could Heat Wave and Topsy-Turvy, and that probably is better. Yeah, so I'm going to Overheat the Porygon, and I'm just going to protect Malamar. Let's see. I don't know what they're going to do. Let's see. Ice Beam and a Malamar. Okay, they are scared of the Malamar threat now. And Spirit Break into Malamar as well. Okay, that's fine. Do we get to... Can we stop getting parried, Reshiram, please? This is fine. I can go into Porygon. You know what? I might have to forego it. I think I have to just get Topsy-Turvy off. I would have loved a +5, but I don't think I can manage it now. I'm just going to go for the Heat Wave here in Topsy-Turvy. Man, 2 paras in a row. Unlucky. But Topsy-Turvy does come out. So this Reshiram now at +3 special attack right here. Ice Beam going to come out into the Malamar, which is fine. I don't think they're going to pick up a knockout, actually. Spirit Break going to come out. This shouldn't KO. Yeah. And Heat Wave. Do we get the Heat Wave off? 3 turns? Really? Really? That's so unlucky. I think I've set it up perfectly too. That's so unfortunate. Okay, I keep Malamar alive, I think. I go Porygon here, I guess, and I Protect? Oh, that's just so unlucky. That's so unlucky right there. Oh, I got 3 paralyzed in a row. Thunder Wave is great. Okay. This game's very winnable. The thing is, now my way to out pressure the Porygon2 is super weakened, so I have no clue on how the rest of this game is going to go. Also, I still have to rely on Reshiram actually getting attacks off here, which is the frustrating part. All right, we bring out the Porygon because we do have to try to get Trick Room up, it looks like. We do bring the download for the special attack boost, which is nice for Ice Beam against Groudon, I guess, although I think it should be in range of Ice Beam anyway. Let's see, it's going to be a Light Screen going to get set up here. Okay, maybe I should have just Heat Waved. And Eerie Impulse once again. Okay. All right. So I'm going to Trick Room here. Do I Trick Room? I think I just fire off an Ice Beam actually here. Yeah, I think I fire off an Ice Beam and Heat Wave because I'm just sick of this Grim. This Spirit Break is going to be really annoying. Why are they setting up Reflect? Instead of Spirit Breaking my Reshiram here. Okay. I could have gotten away with a +1 Reshiram, but that's fine. Okay. Go for the Ice Beam. Hopefully we knock out the Grim. So it doesn't T-Wave the rest of my... Doesn't T-Wave my... This is a joke. This game's a joke. Alright. Trick Room here. Go for the Heat Wave. Oh my lord, this game's an actual joke. I don't think I can get the Topsy-Turvy off anymore, unfortunately. This has been 4 times I tried to attack with Reshiram. 4 pairs in a row? 4? Yeah, and like they're gonna go for it again. I mean, why not? And there's a reason I'm saving my Dynamax. There's like a very big reason why I'm saving my Dynamax. All right. Heat Wave gonna come out. We're at -1 special attack. I don't knock out the Grim. That's fine. I get Trick Room off. Now their Porygon can reverse Trick Room. I have no idea if they're actually going to. But I mean, we are just going to try to get rid of the Grim as quick as possible. Just go for an Ice Beam Heat Wave, I suppose. They might reverse Trick Room and then sack Grim to bring in Groudon. And then we're going to play, do I get Parrot again? Alright. I do think I could still get the Topsy-Turvy off. If I'm able to eliminate Grim and Groudon, I could probably just get the Topsy-Turvy off. I should outspeed. Okay, Porygon gets paralyzed and the Reshiram doesn't. Gets a Heat Wave off. Okay. I finally get something off here. Able to knock out the Grim, so we finally take a KO. But let's see what the Porygon does. Eerie Impulse again. Oh, into Porygon this time. I mean, they're preparing for the Groudon, which makes sense. My only concern right here is I don't have much firepower right now. Like, I really lack a lot of firepower. Because Incineroar can come in and then kind of wall me right now. Man, I wanted power from the Reshiram immediately damage output wise. I mean, the Incineroar is kind of low, which is kind of nice, but I don't know. I mean, there's no point in Dynamaxing right now. I guess we just full power on against this Incineroar, hopefully. And just we just get a Draco Meteor off, hopefully, into the Incineroar, get some chip. Oh boy. I mean, this is actually this is still winnable, but the thing is, I forgot how much I weakened the Incineroar earlier with Gleam, but like, do I get walled out by the Incineroar now is the question. I get an Ice Beam off. Oh, and Timer is definitely a thing. Okay. Get an Ice Beam off. Get a crit. Okay, that's not the Pokemon I needed to crit with. Draco Meteor does come out into the Incineroar slot. Can I pick up the knockout into the Incineroar, please? At minus... Nope. Okay. Barry? Or are you just Goggles? If you're Goggles, that helps me a lot. Okay. Eerie Impulse to Reshiram. Oh, this has been a very frustrating game. Oh, they taunt. Oh, they're going to lose on Timer. They're 100% losing on time. Well, I could get parried again. We're going for Ice Beam and Draco Meteor once again. Oh, how my Topsy-Turvy strat. Look at this. It could have been a beautiful +5. Oh, well. Draco Meteor the instant. And Ice Beam it, I guess. Are they going for Timer themselves? Because they just lose on Timer. I hope they do realize they do lose on Timer. Actually, oh, this could be... Well, no, I should be fine. They're going to swap out Porygon, actually, into Groudon. I don't know. I think you actually lose because you make that play. I do think you lose because you make that play. Assuming I get the Draco Meteor off in an instant. Here comes an Ice Beam. Even if I don't, like, what did they do here? Because the time is running down. And I missed Draco on top of that. This game... Alright, Flare Blitz is fine. because now I'm up a Pokemon. So goodbye Incineroar, but I'm up a Pokemon. Do I get parried is the question here. Okay, their Porygon comes out. What is my Porygon2 stat-wise? Only -1, so I can go for a max Hailstorm. Oh, their timer's like way down. I think I Hailstorm the Groudon here, and I think I swap out into Malamar, I'm pretty sure. Because if I get paralyzed, double parried here, and I don't even know if Overheat at -6 KOs the Groudon this range. I think like, assuming no crits happen, I should be able to win on HP, but we'll see. Okay, well, Dynamax are P2 here. Also, they had just enough time. They clicked the buttons fast because didn't they only have 2 seconds on the timer? All right, bring out the Dynamax P2. Man, this would have been such a good game for Reshiram, but instead I just got like really unlucky. All right, we do get the Hailstorm off. That should knock out the Groudon. This should win the game. It should? Yeah, no timer needed. Oh, that was a battle that displays Pokemon, man. Luckily, that's actually incredible. I think this game was actually incredible. I won with like support Pokemon. I did have Crit Kiss, granted. This was like 3 support Pokemon and like 1 Pokemon trying to set up this entire game. And even with all the RNG, still able to pull through. And I guess that's the thing. You like it's not over. Even with so many downsides, luckily on those passive turns. It could have gone really bad though. Like it really could have gone really bad. But thankfully my Reshiram never got super weakened. I had the Incineroar weakened earlier, which I forgot because I thought the Incineroar was like at really high HP. And that's why I was so worried. But since it was like a low HP, I was like, okay, I could probably finish this Pokemon off here. Thankfully, and yeah, even without timer, I mean, all I wanted was a Topsy-Turvy in that position. That Reshiram was so set up properly. And that is the show. Reshiram was at least able to get 1 sweep. I was hoping for 2, but that second game, what the heck, man? Oh, well. Able to get some really good showcasing off though with the Topsy-Turvy with the Malamar and Reshiram. Was a lot of fun. I hope you all enjoyed though. If you did, please leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help out. And make sure you try out the rental team. As I mentioned before, you have 2 weeks to grab the team before it expires, but there is a page available in the description down below. But thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people. And until we bow again, I'll catch y'all later.